One of the things that has been relatively difficult to cover the Tour de France for me as a journalist has been being able to report what has happened. Now, history says one thing, that Lance Armstrong, you have to go back to 2005, he had the largest lead going into the last time trial on the Tour de France in 05 at 7 minutes and 28 seconds. Vincenzo Nibali has a relatively large lead as well. But we technically don't report that because the organization has said those have been stricken from the books. Makes it difficult and makes it similar hard as you look at Major League Baseball, as they have decided to go with asterisks and things like that. So, Bob, when you look back on history, how do we handle it?
Well, every person is eligible for reconciliation, and they have to be on board for that. And the sport also should be eligible to be reconciled with its past. So for tour organizers, they've had a tough job over the years, which results to include and which results to void. And eventually there has to be an open discussion about the transgressions of the past, and so we can move forward. I'm very, very optimistic about the current state of affairs, the current rider, the current generation of riders. And so for the sport to move forward, there has to come a point where we can be reconciled with the past in order to move forward. If we don't do that, if we're unwilling to do that, it will continue to be a big void, 7 years that we can't really talk about, or we have been reluctant to talk about, and that has to change.
Well, the organization decided those numbers don't count, they don't exist, but it did happen. Christian, you raced in both cultures. You know what it's like, and how difficult is it now as you look back and then now looking forward to the more positive things that are happening?
Yeah, I did go, and I'm not proud of that. However, I am very proud of the culture shift that I led the charge of